Hello and welcome to Trojan Talk. I'm your host, Aaron Taylor. With me today is Nicole Jayjohn. She is the SGA President-elect here, recently elected. I want to thank you for joining us here today, and once again, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Now, real quick before we get into all of the business of SGA, as the President-elect, we want to know a little bit about you. The students elected you, but they may not know the real Nicole. So first and foremost, just give us a little bit about your basics, your background. Where are you from and what are you majoring in?
Okay, I am from Daphne, Alabama. It's across the bay from Mobile. Most people don't really know when I say Daphne. And I'm studying marine biology and got a couple ideas what I want to do with it, not 100% set on one so far. So.
Marine biology, that's actually a major I don't hear a lot around here.
No.
But does that have anything to do with your location since you are from the bay down that area? Are you used to marine biology from being down there in Daphne?
Yeah, a lot of our field trips in elementary school were to a place called Sea, Sand, and Stars, and then to the Gulfarium, and there is the Dolphin Island Sea Lab, and we just went all over the place, and I've always loved animals, so it was a big factor.
And you're still trying to figure out what you're going to do with that degree, so you're going to be on boats a lot probably, so.
I don't know, that's been an option. I've thought about marine rescue, I've thought about going to vet school. There's a program with the Navy where you train dolphins and sea lions for surveillance and recovery, so I'm kind of keeping my options open. Teaching is an option, trying to see where the Lord takes me, so.
All right, so marine biologist here, future marine biologist, but you're a Trojan now.
Yes.
Marine biologist in the future, Trojan now. But it's kind of funny because I know part of this, but there's a long JayJohn history here going back about 10 years for the JayJohn clan being here at Troy. So because your sisters both went here, and so how did that, I guess, kind of guide you to being the third JayJohn sister to be here at Troy?
So my oldest sister was touring colleges when I was in middle school, and somehow we heard about Troy in Little Troy, Alabama, and she toured it and she loved it and fell in love. And after she started attending Troy is when we first started hearing a lot about other people attending. I had a middle school math teacher that got her graduate degree here, just like people left and right were telling us how much they loved Troy, and we hadn't heard of it before. And then my other sister, our middle sister, joined the next year, and it honestly just became our home away from home. So. And
a connection. I knew your sister. She did some anchoring here in this studio back in the day when she was here. So when I first heard JayJohn, I was like, I know a JayJohn.
Yes.
So, but that's part of that, just being part of the Troy family and being a part and having that connection and being a part of it. So what brought you to want to take part in the Student Government Association? Before you even thought about running as president, you've been a part of it for many years and held other offices. So what initially got you involved with the Student Government Association?
So my middle sister, her name is Jenna. She had actually been a member of Freshman Forum when she came through Troy. And our student government in my high school isn't how it is at Troy. It was kind of just like, they don't have a ton of responsibilities. They have some here and there, but it's not a true Senate body where they get to make improvements within the school and make advancements. And my sister had really encouraged me to go out for Freshman Forum. She said, I think you'll enjoy it. Just put yourself out there and try. You never know. If anything, it's a great interview experience. And so I did that, and thankfully was blessed to be a part of Freshman Forum, and that kind of kickstarted it. I loved it. I loved the people that I met in Freshman Forum. I made so many incredible friends that I have to this day and will for the rest of my life. And we truly got to make a difference on campus. I think that was the coolest part to me. Was we did community service projects around Troy's whole community, and then we would pass bills. For example, we did one about better lighting on campus in spots that needed to be better lit while driving, walking at night, anything like that. And just being able to truly make a difference and have a hand in that and watching the community grow and flourish was kind of the Kickstarter for me, and I loved it and just went from there.
And of course, continued at SGA and then leadership positions in SGA, and you had, probably what I think is probably one of the next to the president, probably one of the toughest jobs in the executive officers prior to this, because dealing with the elections and all that sort of stuff. But do you think that your past officer experience has better prepared you for the big job?
I do think so. My sophomore year, I was also blessed to be Freshman Forum director. Yes. And so that, along with this position this year, my sophomore year, I would never give anything or take anything from that. It was amazing, incredible. And I truly got to be someone to lead over a group of 50 with my partner Josh. And that taught me a lot about leadership, about myself, about how to work with a bunch of different personalities and different leadership ethics, different types of people. And then this past year has taught me a lot about how to run things more efficiently and effectively, which some people may not agree with because I had my struggles with the elections getting them out, but how we send them out is a little tricky. But
once again, it's lessons learned.
Yes.
And so you kind of know as a president what you're in for. So real quick, so what's your expectations as president? What's your plans?
So I'm not 100% sure what to expect, honestly. I wasn't sure until this semester that I was going to run. I'd gone back and forth from last year to now, or not now, but last year to the beginning of this semester, just if I was going to run, if I wasn't. And I had felt a lot of people encouraging me to do it, and I felt that it was really laid on my heart by the Lord. And so I took it upon myself to run, and I wouldn't change it for the world. I feel like it's exactly where I'm supposed to be. And I really just want this next year to be a positive impact on the student body and the student government. I want it to make Troy the best that it can be. I want our executive board to be sort of a family. I want us to all, even if we have different opinions, different ideas, to work together and to be open to each other's ideas and to be able to lead the Senate body to the best of our abilities.
All right, well, here's hoping all of that works out for you. Once again, congratulations and thank you for joining us today.
Thank you so much.
And thank you for joining us on today's edition of Trojan Talk.